and welcome along. How are we this evening? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've had a good first week back. Who we got coming in? Paul Sinclair, welcome along. Ace Face, welcome along. Hope you're both doing well. You're great, excellent. Glad to hear it, Paul. I am just loading up Farm Sim at the moment. First mods came out today. I think Giants released our first mods pack since Christmas, if I'm right, which had a nice New Holland TS series. Actually, let's bring these up while we're waiting for everything to load. Yeah, it looked like we had a nice New Holland TS series in. We got a lizard. Now that's a I don't know if we already have a Stuart trailer in game, but we already have. Yeah, we have that. Hey Jesse's, welcome along. Doublesman66, welcome along. And then yeah, nice little John Deere 6000 series. We've got a couple of new maps. We've got a couple of new Steigers. We've got a very interesting combine. I think this is a fantastically interesting combine. This is 14,000. Oh, this is absolutely. Oh man, I need this combine on a series. I absolutely need this combine on a series. That is fantastic. What else have we got? Pack tools? What pack tools? Okay, it's a pack of tools. Hey, John Granger, welcome along. The Sim Guy 9898, welcome along. Advanced Farm Manager, what is that? VFGAMING. Vehicles. Is that fields? Okay. Interesting. Hey, Steety, welcome along. Did you check the video section that were posted? Oh, did you? I have not had a look yet. Little Ball of Crazy, welcome along. I will go and check that out, Paul. Hey, Sea Beast, welcome along. On her own, welcome along. Okay, there's some interesting mods about. I need to have a look because I need to start making some. I need to start making some mods videos. I'm looking through my content and going, what do I need to do? And yeah, we need to make some mod videos. My biggest video. So this is one of the craziest things. Cheers, Sea Beast. I want to show you guys. So Farming Simulator 25 got released last year. Not last year, the previous November. I want to show you guys what my most successful video last year was. Let's details. So yeah, this is my most successful video for last year. I don't want to show the money. I've got no way of hiding it. Let's go into the detail. Let's see more. Yeah, so this is my most successful video. It is 10 must-have mods for more realism in Farming Simulator 25. And if I just set it to 2025, this did 46,000 views last year. It's a Farming Simulator 22 video. My most successful video last year was a Farming Simulator 22 video. It did over 4,000 views a month, which is more than any other video, which is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Hey, Steam fan, welcome along. Right, we have just one mod to update. But yeah, so I actually, my most successful video last year, month on month, I think every month, it was my most successful video. So expect top 10 mods for Farming Simulator 25. I'm probably gonna try and do one a month. Hey Scuba, welcome along, my friend. How are you? Let's have a shout out for Scuba. Guys, go check out Scuba Doobie. He's awesome. Right, we want realism experiment. Start. How we doing? We're doing well. We got 5 on YouTube vertical, 15 on YouTube horizontal, and 22 on Twitch. I watched that video. I definitely do. I need to do several. So last stream, I think I went through what my top videos ever released are by views, and yeah, the top one ever released is a Farming Simulator 19 video. That is my second highest video I've ever done, and it's over 300,000 views. Yeah, it's FS25 doesn't creep in until, oh god, I don't have an FS25 video in my top 10 or my top 20. Yeah. Yeah, 5 ways to earn easy money in Farming Simulator 25 is my top FS25 video, and it's about at number 25 overall. Did you hear new mod roles available on Twitch now? Lead mods. Oh, okay. We will have a think about that. By the way, has been sent to Giants. Excellent. Thank you on her own. Yes, I am very much thinking about it. I think I am going to probably do a starting with a truck and a fishing rod series on there and see how far we get, maybe. But I need to do, I'm going to wait till the update comes out then and do a map tour on it. Right. We need to move forward to the morning. I'm hoping that map is going to do that. We still have the icon in the shop, and we still have the Evian in the shop. We completed that contract, so yeah, we can collect on that. We have a bale wrapping contract, a fertilizing contract, a weeding contract. We're going to stick away from the weeding contracts. I think we want to take on a fertilizing contract or 2. If we take that one and that one, we'll do well. How much fertilizer do we have? We paid back 14,000 in loan overnight because we've moved across to May. So fertilizer is behind this. How much do I have in here? I think we might have enough fertilizer in here. Fertilizer 529 liters. Yes. So let's accept the small one first. And accept that contract. I think we'll take all 3 of these, actually. We'll get around them all fairly fast. And if we do the smallest one first, we'll make the most. Stream Loots giveaway. 5 packs of Stream Loots coming your way if you are over on Twitch. Oh, that one. There you go. Click on that link, grab yourself a pack of Stream Loots cards. Yeah, we do have sound. Stay safe. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do the grass one first. Oh, we need to attach the hoses and the... Basically, we're going to go and do the smallest one first. Hang on, why do I have... Oh, wow, it automatically completed the big one. Okay, fine, we'll collect that then. Right, we're going to do 24 first. We might have enough fertilizer to do all of these in one go, which would be great. That is a weird bug. That bug where you have, where it completes contracts automatically as soon as you take them. Right, where are we? Yeah, 24, so we've got to go all the way up and round 17 for this. So I've taken a conscious decision not to do any weekday videos this week. I would end up being overly rushed for them. I will not be able to do them. There will be a farm build video on Saturday, and then we might do something else on Sunday. Why is ever so quiet recently with like people watching that? I don't know, Aaron, to be honest. Hey Cavalier Roy, welcome along. You could ask my advice. Absolutely, John. But yeah, I don't know. Personally, I know that my stuff is underwatched. So I know that people come to my stuff, they watch my stuff, they enjoy my stuff, but not enough people click on my stuff. So my aim at the moment is to get more people to click on my stuff. So I am currently concentrating on click-through rate. I don't know what's happening at the moment. Hey, Donna Kebab, no salad, please. Do I have any seeding or root crop contracts? No, I have neither of those at the moment, Sleethy. Root crop won't come in till the end of the year. I'm slightly surprised there are no seeding contracts though. This will be just one drive around the field looking at this. Still haven't seen a map I want to play in FS25 currently. I honestly, there's something, I've talked about this a lot, and I don't know if there's a general loss of interest in FS25. Well, possibly, and I'll be honest. I am honestly looking at what else I can play, what other stuff might work on my channel at the moment, and I'm looking at both my other two YouTube channels and going, is there stuff I can be playing on there that will build an audience on those channels, while Farm Sim is quite frankly in the doldrums. I haven't seen, I've never had Farm Sim like this. I've never had it where I've had next to no growth in views going from one version of Farm Sim to the next. I've always had it where I've had a huge bump of views early on, and then maybe it's fallen back. You know, on my early series will maybe get up there with 5 to 10,000 views a video, and then it will fall back. I didn't have that with FS25. I've never had that with FS25. And yeah, I don't know why. Other than people being bored of my content. But I don't think that's the case. I honestly don't think that's the case, because people who watch my stuff enjoy my stuff, so... Maybe FS25 thing, maybe try a few FS22 and see if that's a game thing. I would, but... I will just show you something. Browse. So this is Twitch and the Twitch channels. Farming Simulator 25 has 5.5 thousand viewers. Okay, currently watching on Twitch. Farming Simulator 22 has 62 viewers. You know, okay, this is mad. My winter car has more current viewers than Farming Simulator does, than FS22 does, 25 does. That's a little bit mad. That's just a little bit mad. Highlight to comment. Silly question, but how did you place the sell everything sell point to the shop area when consoles can't buy the shop land on Saxlingham? There's a I'm not on console. I have a mod that allows me to place stuff anywhere on the map. There is a mod you can get that will allow you to place something absolutely anywhere on the map. And I have a feeling I placed everything on here as well, while the mod to move placeables worked. Right, where's the other contract? Oh, it's 50 down that way. Okay. Yeah, well, you guys know that I'm feeling a little bit down in the dumps in general about how Farm Sim seems to be at the moment. It's the first time it's first time ever in playing Farm Sim in 10 years that I've worried about the state of the game. Because if the game is good, if FS25 is a cracking game, which, as I've said many times, I believe it is, then, well, that's the thing, NetSound19. I think we're going to finish off on Saxlingham here. We will then do the multiplayer one night a week. We'll probably do ETS one night a week, and then we'll do something else one night a week. And that's how I will look at doing things. And if you're over on YouTube, we will probably be streaming ETS over on VFGAMING 2. As the main virtual farmer channel is dedicated to just Farming Simulator. But yeah, I mean, it depends. If I can get, I need to look at my content, because the Let's Plays are not drawing people in. What is drawing people in is the farm builds. The farm builds are doing noticeably better than the Let's Plays. And so the kind of I need to scale back on the Let's Play content, and so That's part of the reason why I've cut out the roleplay, because the roleplay was doing worse out of everything. Which saddens me, because I'd love a roleplay series that actually engaged, but roleplay doesn't seem to engage the way it once did. And then I'm gonna have to do a lot more mod content. But on her own, everybody's playing Kinleg at the moment. I see everybody else is just playing Kinleg. They said all I want to play, I think it's best FS. Exactly, Archangel. I am right there with you. I think it absolutely is the best FS they've ever made. But there just doesn't seem to be that interest in it that there's been in previous farm sim games. Certainly from a content creation point of view. Hey Aussie Pete, welcome along. But the interesting thing for me will be seeing what other people say next week. I am very much interested in meeting up with my fellow content creators and seeing what their thoughts are next week. Oh, I am going to need more fert, aren't I? We burned through more fert on the last field than I thought we were going to. Damn. Well, we might get the headland of this done. I should have refilled before we headed over the other side of the map. Nice thing about fertilizer contracts is they're fast. Yeah, there we go. Right. Let's go refill. It does seem very Marmite creation wise. What tractor am I using? I am using a Fiat 16090 DT. I had to jump out and find out. Oh, no. So yeah, that's what we're using. Oh, I know what I said on Sunday that hasn't happened. So you're very lucky. If you want to become a channel member or a patron, I haven't put prices up yet. So the prices will now go up this weekend. So you've got today and Friday. But if you want to become a channel member or patron, you can still grab it at the 2025 prices. After that, it's going to go up a bit. Evening, Mystic. A week away from the Llama and the meetup. Oh yes. Yeah. So important thing, of course, next Wednesday, no stream. No live stream next Wednesday because I will be in Birmingham, unless I can live stream that, which would be cool. You're trying to have 2005 Fent 716 Vario and a 2010 JD 6330. Nice. What does Marmite mean? You either love it or you hate it on her own. It is a slogan from the Marmite advertising campaign. Marmite is a spread here in the UK. You put it on your toast, and either you really like it or you really don't. There is no in-between. There are very few people in this world who, I can take or leave Marmite. We're only going to need one of these. Joker, meet up at Llama. Not at Llama, Cavalier Roy. I mean, I'm not even getting to Llama until probably lunchtime on the first day. Cheers, Paul Sinclair. I'm also looking at starting up some other content, maybe some to-camera stuff. Brian, UKA, welcome along. Thank you very much. I do love this setup. Oh, do we have some fertilizer here already, or is that a horse? Oh no, it's road salt, isn't it? Oh boy. We're gonna have to do some cleanup down at the shop. Let's get your ticket for the meetup. Fantastic, sim guy. Yeah, I don't know if there are any left. But yeah, it's just the only farm sim thing happening this year at Llama is the meetup on the Wednesday evening, which you need a ticket for. Because Giants have decided not to come to Llama this year, despite the massive success of it for the last 2 years, and the fact that it's been only a couple of yeah, despite the success of it and the fact that they only do a couple of events a year, I am amazed that they haven't that they're not doing it this year. Road salt is something we can't sell. There's a week tomorrow, because if it was tomorrow, I'd be best not going with. Yeah, although next week, I was looking at the weather forecast. It's due to rain from, I think it's Tuesday through to the following Saturday or Sunday. It's a mad length of time it's going to snow for. Oh, it's going to rain for, sorry. Anything we want, we're going to stick down this end. Anything that we don't need and want to sell off or might need later, we're sticking down. Yeah, and that includes these vegetable pallets. First ever Giants UK map, and it's like, yeah, I find that amazing. Right, why would you not come to Llama and show that off? Could snow, yeah, it could snow, but I doubt it's going to. The UK, unless it's a northerly wind, the UK doesn't tend to get snow. And this is definitely a storm coming off the Atlantic, so. This is the itch.io release, Farm Dog, with some added bits into it. I don't know, Thefisherj. All I know is that there's some very weird decisions coming out of there at the moment. Hey, Mr. John Deere, welcome along. I don't think you're ever going to get anything like that, Paul. At this point, I have voiced my displeasure. I am going to leave it at that. Otherwise, all I'm going to do is keep rambling on about it. Yeah, this is what I don't get. Unless they thought it wasn't going to do well. But this is the thing. Everybody is still playing Kinlake. Everybody is still enjoying Kinlake. And that's what I don't get. Yeah, I agree, Paul. It is a Fiat Agri. That is one of my tractors. We are about to load it up with some more fertilizer. But we had a big set of stuff bought here last time. I will keep these for later. Hello, Shriner Buggy 94. Welcome along. Hope you're doing well. You're on Kid Lake. So yeah, I know so many people are. I'm the number of people as well who have come in here and asked me if I'm still playing Kinleg. Part of the reason why I want to go and do the multiplayer on Kinleg and I'm building the farms for it is because A, I'm not done with that map, and B, I really, you know, people are still interested in it. The shop will be charging me rent for my stuff at the shop. Nah, we got an understanding. They're charging me enough rent for this and they're using it all the time, so. I might into Civilization. I do like Civ. Yeah, I do like the Civ games. And I could play those 4 hours. I was looking at some recommended games to play. I don't think people would watch me play Minecraft. As tempted as I am to play some Minecraft, I don't think people would watch me play Minecraft. Right, so now we need to buy some fertilizer. No, not in that. In that. Yes. I really need to get a sprayer because we have a whole load of liquid fertilizer back at there. Play Fallout again. I could play Fallout again. Could play Fallout 4. I'd enjoy playing Fallout 4. Oh, why not swap the fork? I'm very tempted to. That is the forklift I've got on Kinleg at the moment. Vended by Nightbot. Really? There we go. That's filling. Do Forza? I'm no good at racing games. I would like to do sort of a chatty stream where I do bits and pieces and we have a chat. And would you play Minecraft and Fallout? I'm very tempted to play Fallout. To play Fallout 4. Maybe time to remove the moderator from the blacklist. Truck Sim. Well, I'm thinking of doing ETS2, Farm Sim multiplayer, and something else. So maybe Fallout as the something else. Okay, that's at 19. If so, I'd have to restart my Fallout 4 game because the yeah. Because you guys wouldn't want me to pick up from where I am. You'd want me to start from the beginning. Or Baldur's Gate. Oh, Minecraft. Do Mud Runner. I would do Mud Runner, but I get so few viewers playing Mud Runner. That's my trouble. What's for supper? I did teriyaki pork chops for supper. Fallout. Oh, could do Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, Grocer. Could do Fallout New Vegas. I didn't get on with Roadcraft as much as I thought I would, Paul. I want to play something that I want to play something that I can do shorter bursts of. I'm not going to do Cyberpunk because I don't own Cyberpunk. I need to go back and play more Baldur's Gate. I need to update that and play that on a... Oh, we finished our first... Speaking of stuff. CP? Oh, Cyberpunk. Would watch me do Mud Runner. I have done Mud Runner and I have done Snow Runner. Yeah, I think we might. I think this year and next year might be a case of experimentation a bit, especially if I can get the content flowing on the main Virtual Farmer channel for videos. Then that would be great. Used Fallout 4 as my mind clear out game when I was my granddad a few years ago, as it lost me in the game. What about Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance, Baldur's Gate? Well, when I say Baldur's Gate, I mean Baldur's Gate 3, because I have that and I enjoy that. But again, I would have to start a new save on it. Whereas if I was to do Fallout New Vegas, that is a game that I've not started playing yet. It's a 160/90, Mr. John Deere. It's the smaller one. I probably won't need to do the bottom corner bit. My dad's farm, you got 95/90. Oh, nice. I mean, I say all this stuff about Farm Sim and everything. I'm not getting horrible viewer numbers on Twitch. You know, we're getting. Actually, I want to go and check what my average is, but I reckon I'm averaging about 50 viewers a stream, which is not bad. I have heard Skyrim is a good game. There we go. Contract is done. Did better as a lover. Oh, but that's true of all old tractors. All old tractors are, you know, they have their kinks and they have their issues, but you love them because they're good tractors. Hey, Farmer Kev, welcome along. I am ready for llama. I'm very much looking forward to it next week. We're up to 47,000. Any new contracts? Oh, we've got a fertilizing contract on 13. Let's go grab that. I really should buy a hoe. I could pay for a hoe. How much is that hoe actually? Because I don't think I've got the best weeder available in the game. That's herbicide, yeah. Big Rig Frosty, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. Yeah, the Rotocare is 36,000 and the Transformer is 95,000. I could run that on this tractor and we'd probably pay it with 2 hoeing contracts. Sorry, Jug Ranger, I did not. Post it again because I missed it. Transport Fever. Oh, would people watch me play Transport Tycoon? I would love to play some Transport Tycoon. That game has me for hours. I didn't think the mod we got for Christmas. Oh, this is 17, is it? Weird Al's already followed through us at silly Twitch. Cheers, Bergie. Never heard of this game. Never heard of the game. What? Transport Tycoon. Oh, Transport Tycoon is brilliant. So Transport Tycoon is now available free. It was a game that was available originally, well, it was while I was at university, so 25 years old. Transport Fever is a very similar game. Train Simulator would be a game to play. I don't know if Train Simulator would bore the pants off me. So the version of Transport Tycoon that is available now is a free version. It is called Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe. So Open TTD. And it's brilliant. No, I took the hoeing contract. I meant to take the fertilizing contract. Oh, hell. That hoeing contract, I might have to get the hoe. But I'm also very aware that I want to either play games that I can chat to people with, or games that I can do short bursts of and then chat for a bit. 1992 and the Deluxe is 1993. That sounds about right. Though I wasn't quite at university yet. I definitely played it while I was at university because I remember being at in my university house and doing something incredibly stupid. Take it from me, people. Don't do this. Absolutely do not do this. I played Transport Tycoon Deluxe all night until the sun came up and then drove for 3 hours to Norfolk. It was bloody stupid and I nearly fell asleep behind the wheel. Don't do it. It's very, very stupid. Train sim is similar to bus sim. I've never played bus sim either. OpenTTD just released a new version. Oh, I love that that game is still in development. I'm not playing Project Motor Racing. I wonder if some videos of games with levels would be worth a try, one level per video. Possibly. I don't pick up TTD multiplayer coming in. Well, that's the other thing. Is, you know, is 3 hours enough time to do a TTD multiplayer? Yeah, no, I was. What I was, the sim guy, was young and stupid. Euro Truck Sim? Yeah, I think I will try out my wheel on Euro Truck and see if I can get my wheel set up to work on Euro Truck. Why not PMR? I'd be glad to see how well you drive. Yeah, PMR is not my thing. SnowRunner as well. I would play SnowRunner if I hadn't played SnowRunner before it worked. Planet Coaster would be good. Planet Zoo, interesting. Yeah, Planet Zoo 2 would be what I want to look at. Satisfactory is a game I'm interested in playing, and I don't know if people will be interested in watching that. Or he should work on ETS 2. We got enough money to buy that hoe. How long have I got on that? Oh, I've got plenty of time on that hoeing. We might go and get the hoe after this though, and sell our our current weeder. Hey, Wayland Timonic, happy birthday for tomorrow. I'm on a Space Rupture at the minute. It's a new game, early access, got me hooked. Ooh. Star Rupture is like Satisfactory and only just came out today. There's a game to look at then. I did hear about that last week. Isn't it like Satisfactory mixed with something else? I said play FS25 on console. I tried playing a map for 45 minutes. Then it came up with an update to your system or game. Could that map be bugged? I wouldn't have thought so with an update. Came out yesterday, had beta access to it as well. Okay. Well, Satisfactory is a game I'm interested in playing. I don't own it at the moment.
Mystic Smiler asked me, Jeremy, do you think Virtual Farmer should have a go at Project Motor Racing in one of his live streams? Oh, absolutely. Watching someone who's used to farming in the virtual world trying to handle high-speed racing would be like watching a tractor attempting to join Formula One. It'd be utterly chaotic and hilarious. I mean, why not trade in the gentle hum of a combine harvester for the roar of a V8 for a bit? It could be quite entertaining to see someone plow through the world of motor racing simulations.
No, I don't think so. I think that's a supremely bad idea. Yeah, there are paddles on my wheel, but I'd probably use the shuttle. There's buttons on the shuttle I'd probably use for shifting up and down. But yeah, there are paddles on the back of the wheel. Although they're buttons on the back of the wheel to be specific. We may not have enough fertilizer to do this field. FSB, I did see that Farms in Briscoe is making a 4X version of this map. Yeah, I did see that. Right, we want to go and do the other end of the field so that we end back here. He's saying Subnautica's an interesting game. Yeah, definitely. Subnautica's an interesting game. I need to look at what I've got in my list, because the stuff I want to try first is anything I have in my Steam game list that I haven't really played. So that's why Fallout New Vegas would be absolutely top of my list, because it got gifted to me recently and I haven't had a chance to play it yet because I've been playing Fallout 4 and well, do that. So yeah, absolutely. I think that would be a great one to go. Don Granger, you did repost it. Yeah, FS25 the system. I don't think that's bugged. I think the system is just after an update. Came up with an error code and said I needed to update your system. I would try making sure you're up to date first. City Skylines and City Skylines 2 were great games. I'm a massive SimCity fan, original SimCity fan, yeah, that would be fun. Oh, I have not done my setup tour video yet. Maybe I'll do it for 50,000 subscribers. Subscribe. Valley Spring will be awesome. I'm looking forward to Valley Spring. Is CS2 finally fixed, or is Paradox still paradoxing? CS2. Probably Paradox still paradoxing, but I'm not good with acronyms, guys. City Skylines 2. I think, oh, we've run out. City Skylines 2, I think, is fixed. Well, Factorio's the other one, yeah. So either, yeah, Factorio or the other one I said. I'd love to, one thing I'd love to do is I'd love to do a game with crowd control and let you guys just cause chaos. I think that would be awesome. When did charity start? So we'll be doing we'll be doing a 24-hour stream on the 6th, well, 15th through to the 16th of May. Am I a joke to you? The only reason that I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3 recently is because it needed an update on my Steam Deck, and I went, oh, I could play that, or I could play Fallout 4 that doesn't need an update. Job's going well, thank you, Sim Guy. Yeah, job's going nicely. Back at it this week. Oh, we're gonna have an accident. No, he stopped. Now he's going past me. Hey, J-Man James, welcome along. Can't wait for Oxy's new map to come. Oxy's new map I'm very much looking forward to. Hey, Mr. Potato, welcome on. Satisfactory, yeah, so Factorio or Satisfactory, I don't know which of those to take a look at. Ooh. New stuff on sale. Another combine. They really want me to buy a combine. That's 206,000. Yeah, that is still there, but we're not going for that. I decided not to go for the JCB. Kid Leg's going well, but I got a bit burnt out at the start of this week, and I needed to take a step back. So I've taken a step back. Kid Leg will be back next week. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll probably put something up on the Discord. So make sure you're on the Discord, people, and you'll be able to help me choose what I should play. I think GD would very much like me to do some 7 Days to Die with him. Must have the same shot to play. Can't believe it's already 2026. Tell me about it. I'm wondering where the last 26 years have gone. You know, although especially the last decade is mad. Where the hell did the last 10 years go? I'm good, thank you, Mr. Potato. Because I've been doing this for nearly 10 years. Oh, Wreckfesh. That's about it. Yeah. Wreckfest, again, Wreckfest is not a game I own. I need to go through my list. Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, especially the older you get. I'm going to be 50 before I know it. I have decided to do something. So I don't want to be in debt when I'm 50. I don't want any credit cards or anything like that. So I am going to be starting a new TikTok channel where I will be charting my progress on paying off my debt, and I'm going to be trying, and it's going to be interactive. So the more people engage, the more I will pay off, and I think that's going to be fun. Because it'll keep me true to myself. It'll keep that number going down, and it's a way for me to get some push to get it done. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that in the next few days as well. I'd meant to start it on the 1st of January, but I think it'd be better to. And then that will be something that I won't be asking for money. I'll just be asking for engagement. So, come and like, come and say hi. Come and encourage me to get rid of it. Guys, have been getting one deal. They got, admittedly, they got 3 DLCs this year. Nope. Oh, we did get an entire row done. Okay. And if we can get it up to like 10,000 followers, then it'll also be self-funding, which would be good as well. hiding? Why no credit card? You don't see credit as a piece of debt at all. Okay, Farmer Doc, I owe a huge amount of money. I owe somewhere in the region of 14 grand. I don't want it. It's a chain around my neck. I pay out a huge amount of money every month just to service that. Having a credit card, not a bad thing. Having a ton of money of debt on credit cards, horrible, horrible thing. So, yeah. I'm not adverse to having a card. I'm adverse to having a stupid amount of money sitting on a load of cards. So I want it paid off. I want it gone. Credit cards are awful when you have debt sitting on them. As a tool, they're great, but you have to pay them off. You have to basically pay it off before it amounts to a massive amount of debt. So yeah, I want to solve that problem. I want to clear them off and only use it for when I need to buy something, and then immediately pay it off after that. So that is my aim, and I don't mind saying the total because I'm about to say the total anyway, you know. But yeah. Hey Ethan, welcome along. And it takes a personal loan. J-Man James, I was out of work for 18 months. My credit rating at the moment is crap. Getting a loan is not an option right now. Not until I've paid it down. So if I can pay it down to a level where I can get a loan to pay it off at a lower APR, absolutely. But I've got to pay it down first. I've got to repair my credit rating first. No, I have a mortgage. I'm not talking about the mortgage. I'm talking about the credit cards. Again, Northern J, my credit rating's in the dump because I was out of work for 18 months. Yes, absolutely what I want to do. But not as it stands at the moment. Can't do it. I have to improve that credit rating first. So we're going to pay stuff off as quickly as we can. Right. We can go and buy a hoe. Yeah, it would be a specific balance transfer card. Have I tried robbing a petrol station and a small shop? Not over. I'd like to do it legally. Well, I have ways of doing it. What I need is encouragement. What I need is you know, that drive and that push to do it, which is what I'm trying to do. Oh yeah, the credit card companies must love me. Right. So we are going to spend a bit of money, but we're going to make a lot of money if we spend this. There is no hoe in there. So I'm going to buy this. It's going to take a huge whack of my money, but we can get most of this back straight away. So we'll buy that. Okay. This will run it. I told them Jay will let me so. Did the same, and they gave their card to somebody in trust. Yeah, so I am in a position. I am in a position where 2 of my cards are stopped. They I cannot put anything on them. I cannot use them at all. They are on a pay down. My remaining card is actually my cheapest one and is the one that I will pay off last because it is the lowest interest rate. But that one I have taken out of my wallet and is locked in a drawer. So I can't do that. Hey, FS25 Gaming, welcome along. Yeah, and once I get myself sorted out, I can then look at what the options are there. But I'm gonna get myself sorted out first. Well, there are reasons to use a credit card. If you've got online, you know, if you're doing online shopping or you're making a big purchase, it's worth using it to ensure that purchase. I'm not sure I can see the weeds in this field. Are they visible? Please tell me they're visible weeds. Like that. Otherwise, we might have to leave this tractor doing this job. Yes, we can see the weeds. Good. First thing that happened, I'm basing the rate limit to 1,000 without... Oh, they do that all the time. The reason why I have had so much persistent debt for so long was years ago, I had an egg credit card. And they increased my limit to £14,000, which at the time, I think was half my annual salary. Which is just, that's insane. That's an insane amount of money to give somebody on that kind of salary. And trying to get out of debt has been something I've been fighting with ever since. Yeah, don't do it. It's not worth it. Hey Jack, welcome along. But then that's why I want to share my journey getting out of it, because I want it to be positive. I want it to be a positive thing to share with people. Yeah, no wonder I can no longer. You say that. Barclaycard tried to do the same thing to me a few years ago as well, and I rejected it. I rejected the increase because I went, no, I don't need that kind of credit limit. Thank you very much. I remember back in the early 2000s, I walked into a bank to get a loan to pay a load of this stuff off. And they turned around to me and said, not, oh, this is very responsible, this is fantastic. They turned around to me and said, oh yeah, we'd probably lend you enough money to buy a new Mercedes. And I went, you what? I was only after a loan for like £5,000 at the time. And yeah. They honestly would have lent me like £30,000-40,000. And no wonder we had a banking crisis. Back in 2008, if the banks were being that free with their money. We're talking about the fact that I'm trying to pay off a load of credit card debts at the moment. Now, if they said Land Rover, oh yeah, if they'd said Land Rover, I would have been, well, sign me up. Actually, I was living in London at the time. That would have been a supremely bad idea. We're going uphill. I need to go down again. Yeah. Debt is a thing that will hang around your neck and drag your life down. Yeah, 105% mortgages are insane. I did see in the last couple of weeks that they're bringing back 100% mortgages. I know somebody who has been on a debt management plan. I will not do it because I have seen the absolute hell it has made their life. It has been absolute hell for them. The moment they made a little bit of extra money, their whole thing went up. And in comparison, the amount that I owe is not huge. Oh, loans were so easily available in the 2000s. Yeah, ridiculously easily available. I think I want to follow these rows. It might be easier. I wish you could see where the weeds are on the mini-map. Yeah, the Big Short is fantastic. Well worth the watch. Actually, it's easy to see with these rows where my next row is, because I just keep an eye on where I'm turning, and there we go. I'm gonna leave that on that. My first early mortgage at age 44. I took my first and only mortgage at age 38. Well, 37. 38, yeah. Got my present sorted. Oh, thank you, Cher. But it's one of my great frustrations is that I know, well, the job that I lost, the one that's that put me out of work, I would have been paid off by now. I absolutely would have been paid off. I would have been sorted. It would have been wonderful. But that's the way the thing goes. And it's one of my great frustrations with my videos not being more watched, because I know how much some of my contemporaries make, and how much some of my contemporaries have coming in a month, and that absolutely again would pay things down really quickly. So, as I said many times before, I don't want a huge amount. I would like 5,000 views a video. That's it. 5,000 views a video would do me. 5,000 views a video would set me up. Absolutely. So I need to find a way to hit that. Find a way to hit that. That would be perfect. Guys, Mystic, that would be amazing. If my house was paid for, that would be amazing. But so I've got things that I'm going to sell in the next few months. I've got a whole load of comics that I'm going to get listed. That I've been trying to get listed for ages. I got eBay items to do. Basically, I've got to work hard, and I need encouragement. That's what I need. I need that push. I need to not be me sitting in a dark room going, oh God, how am I going to do this? Oh God, it's so awful. Oh God, how am I ever going to achieve this? What I need is encouragement. I'm very much somebody who needs that. You can do this. Go on, do it. Kind of thing. With somebody behind me going, yeah, you're doing right. You're doing right. So yeah, go. I'll let you guys know when the TikTok channel is there. I think it's going to be. So I've seen a few people do this. Basically, I'm going to set it at like paying off a penny for every piece of engagement I get, or something like that. So every comment, every share, every follow, pay off a penny. We'll go from there. One of the most terrible suggestions I've ever heard. Wastage. Oh yeah, no. Oh God, the 50-year mortgage idea. Don't do it. Absolutely don't do that. Cheers, Paul Sinclair. A 50-year mortgage is an exceedingly bad idea. Partly because if you took a 50-year mortgage out when you were 20, you wouldn't pay it off till you're 70. And the amount of interest you would pay is insane. A 30-year mortgage is bad enough. A 50-year mortgage is just... Don't do that. Oh, God. I mean, as it is, I will pay my mortgage. Our mortgage will be paid off when I'm 68. So I will probably have to work till I'm 68, unless something else happens. You never know. Something of my content might take off one day and it'll be fantastic. Playing sort out break between X and... Yeah. No, I was the same, J-Man James. My goal this year is to build my savings, spend less on last one, get a girlfriend. Good plans, Thefisherj. Definitely good plans. 30 to 50 years, make it more or less double the payback. Which... Yeah, 50-year mortgage is a great way for financial institutions to make a ton more money and for people to be poorer. In general. Business for the banks, yeah. Well, it's because they're desperate to lend to people. Stuff's got so expensive that they're now trying to find ways of lending, you know, putting more money in. Okay, I am desperately trying not to be political here. But rather than extracting the money from the place where it is currently hoarded, they're instead trying to squeeze as much from the middle and the bottom as they can. And there will come a point where you can't squeeze anything from the middle and the bottom anymore, and then everything's just gonna go tits up. What field am I doing? Field 17. We're trying to pay off this hoe we've just bought. I might I need to do another field with this hoe. When we do that, I will probably set a hired worker doing that, and we'll go get one of our other tractors and go and get our stuff back from the shop. Which means I would probably use the Unimog. Whereas that's on the map. Up by the farm that's in 84, top left. They've come in here. There. When that inevitable squeeze happens, it ends up costing more wealth. Oh yeah, absolutely. Again, not trying to be political, just trying to point something out. Post World War II is the biggest expansion of the Western world and the economies in the past century. It is the point at which all of our social structures were built post World War II. It is also the period where we had the highest top rate tax. I think it hit 90%. And as a society, we funded the biggest growth in our societies by taxing at the top end. And it's something that has come very interesting, that's become very interesting to me over the past few months, is studying history and studying the 20th. I love studying history in the 20th century, and sort of that all of the First World War, the Second World War, the in-between period, and the post-war period. And it's all really interesting how we did stuff as a society and how things have changed since. I massively recommend just delving into that period, because what people tried to do was really interesting. And there seems to be this period after the war where that sense of camaraderie, sort of this we're all in this together kind of thing, really took hold, and it's one of the most societally constructed periods of our history. I've just planted onions next field to my farm in the middle of the map and the cow farm. Nice. In the UK, at least, the North Sea oil boom funded quite a lot too to begin with. The way Norwegians have done things with their sovereign wealth fund is working. Yeah, Norway is a hell of a blueprint. And yeah, it's a hell of a blueprint. Some of the highest taxes in the world, but they have the happiest population in the world. And it's also so transparent. Is it Norway or Sweden where basically everybody's taxes are public? Which I find amazing, but that really must keep people honest. Because you can at any point go and see what somebody is paying and if they are contributing to society. I find that an amazing thing. Total transparency. Exactly, Northern Jay, and I think a lot of people would agree with that sentiment. I don't think anybody would disagree with that sentiment, surely. You know, and we've got to the point now where we actually have people who have a lot of money, who earn a lot of money, who are begging the government to tax them more. They want to be taxed more. So, yeah. I think it'll come. I think it'll come in time. I think there's a lot of people with a lot of money at the moment who basically are desperately holding on to the idea of them not doing it. Hey, Lazy Daco 7, welcome along. And I think a lot of the stuff I'm talking about here is a very simplistic view of it. I am not an economist, and I am not an expert historian. And you know, this stuff is very much me doing cigarette packet maths. Exactly. Yeah. But I'm weeding some of the fields that are on your save game. But I would also say I think that your lower and your middle classes certainly in the UK are probably being taxed as much as they can take at the moment. I think everybody who is in the lower and the middle classes is struggling. Absolutely is struggling. Well, that's the thing, Thefisherj. That's a whole nother argument, because the whole benefits thing is, so I have a belief, and I'm going to spread habit. I have a belief that society has a responsibility to look after its citizens to a point. I think everybody deserves to be able to eat. Everybody deserves to have a house, a roof over their head, and everybody, you know, deserves to to be able to have those basic needs. And beyond that, you should be able to earn and get whatever you want that and to be successful. So as long as those basic needs to live are met, and whether so it's one of those reasons why I quite like the idea of universal basic income. Get rid of benefits completely. Instead, give everybody a basic amount of money that allows them to live, that they can live on. Meet everybody's basic needs, and then adjust that in the tax system. So if you are earning an average wage, you end up paying back that basic income in your taxes. So you're you know, if you are higher up, if you're earning above an average wage, you end up paying more in than you get out in the basic income. If you are below the average wage, you end up paying less back than you get out with the basic income. And then you fund all the basic needs and everything that way. That seems to be a fairer society to me. Yeah. That has got to lead to a more productive society. That has to lead to a more productive society. And I'm not even trying to go left or right or anything like that. I am talking in broad strokes for a reason. Yeah, just offset the amount on a side. Simplify everything. Part of the reason why the benefit system is so awful in this country. Oh, I am getting into politics now. It's because it's so complicated. It is so stupidly complicated. Make it easy. Yeah, just make people's life easy, please. We have Prime Minister. But anyway. Wait, as a species, humans like to overcomplicate things. We really do. And I really want that's going too far into the politics, Northern Jay, and I'm not going down that route. I'm very, very much being non-specific here. Yeah, and you know, I know people who are having to navigate the welfare system in the UK. I mean, the biggest example I've got at the moment is my dad, and the way that is failing him is just angers me so much. You know. Oh yeah, self-assessment is a pain in the butt. I'm both PAYE and self-assessment, which is real pain in the butt. Yeah. And the thing is, it purposefully stinks. Do you know what? I would rather have our tax return in that we have in the UK than the tax system in the US. Oh my God. I feel so sorry for my American friends who have to go through that every year. So for those who don't know, in the UK, we have a PAYE system for most people. So PAYE is pay as you earn. Your taxes, your income tax is taken out before you get paid. And for the vast majority of people in the UK, you do not have to submit a tax return. Your taxes are taken out as you earn it. It is so simple. It is absolutely amazing. It is an incredible system. For simplicity, for the vast, again, simplicity for the vast majority of the population. We then, the American system, as I understand it, the American system, you have to submit a tax return every year. If you get it wrong, then that is an offense you can go to prison for. But the government knows how much money you owe anyway, so can check it against it. And in the past year, they've also taken away the free system you can do to file your tax returns, which just boggles my mind. Just absolutely boggles my mind. I saw that, Richard. I mean, that is a system that purely exists to make money for accountants and tax software companies. I think the reason why, from what I saw, the reason why the free system got removed was due to lobbying from companies who make tax software, which is just just right. That's that contract done. Oh, we got a big fertilizing contract and a big hoeing contract. Right, so we will accept that contract. I am going to go and send this tractor down to do that one. That's how income tax works, but every year tax returns must be submitted to ensure you did everything correctly. I mean, that... Okay, Archangel, that just... I am amazed by that. I am... Yeah, because that just is not a thing in the UK. It is completely is not a thing in the UK. We want to head out to the main road. Oh, I'm gonna go back to the farm, actually. Later on her own, welcome along. No, catch you later. Welcome along. Thank you for joining us, is what I meant. This very much is one of those I'm going to ramble streams tonight. Yeah, we had a fuel beat. But that also means I can go and get the other tractor and do fertilizer spreading with that and earn a load of money. Please tell me the fertilizer spreading field is right next door. That would be awesome. If you did your income tax correctly, you should owe nothing. Never met a person who's able to net zero. It always under or overpay for things. Because that's the other thing. Yeah, because you get a tax rebate. Fortunately, we're heading that way. Self-assessment with new incoming digital income tax. HMRC removing the ability to. Yeah, but they're not removing PAYE, J-Man James. That's the thing. They're not removing PAYE, so it's still going to affect a small selection of the population, and the small selection of population it does affect. Again, most of them will probably use an accountant because I use an accountant because there's no way I can properly do my tax return every year. Oh yeah, absolutely. Archangel. That is not how much my tax bill is this year. Right, okay. So we use this tractor. Do I have a weight on the front of the Merc? I do not, so we might need to buy a weight. So I'm not sure I have one. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. Oh, they are right next to each other. Is the other one 12? The other one's 12. Okay, that's good. So we will accept that contract as well. Yes. Tesso, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. I can claim some bits back. I can't. Yeah. I would have thought my tax would have been less, seeing as I was out of work for 18 months. It really wasn't. How are the Mercedes tractors? I really like them, Weeping Willow. Oh, ah, damn it. Yeah, I do get to claim certain things back. Yeah. Yeah, this is an old Fiat. I think that Mercedes is running slow. Yes, it is. More when I came back from not working for something. Well, the thing is, so the money I did earn while I was off wasn't PAYE, so yeah. We haven't sold anything yet, Weeping Willow, but we will be soon because we got our first fish out. It should be fairly profitable. You don't make as much money because you can't do the salmon, but I can do the trout, so. I mean, when I say I was not working, I mean I was streaming and I was doing all of this. Yeah, so that's the fertilizing. Okay, we'll see if we can send this down to field 12. Yeah, so because I was still doing my streaming and everything, I couldn't claim any benefits or anything. Right, we'll send that and see if we can get that to go and do the job. Create job. Field work. Where do you think this field can be entered? I think it can be entered here. Yep. I have still got the Davros. Yes, Cher. It seems realized my Madgin expenditure, little subscriptions were adding up to too much. Yeah. Trying to build it naturally. Hopefully my 720 chickens can help fund it. Oh, wow. I have not merged any fields on this, no. I have turned a grass field into a... I'll go buy some more fertilizer. I have turned a grass field into an arable field, though. In fact, I've turned 2 grass fields into an arable field, and I've put a roadway through. Right, we want to wait. I want a fairly sizable weight. Let's go with that one, I think. That one. Yeah, that one, that. Customize and buy. My music has stopped. And it's because one of my children has taken the Alexa. Let's do salmon on King Mine, Survival RP. I rebuilt the farm on Kinleg, modernized it, and moved the farmhouse into the first grass field. I am, yes, so the last farmyard I do on Kinleg is going to be the main farmyard. And yeah, I'm going to be completely rebuilding it. I'll also go remove the Highland cattle off the field outside. This won't take all of this. No. Do we have any completed contracts? Did I? No. Okay, good. We've already made the money back for the hoe, I think. Oh, no, not quite. Another 10,000. Hey, lad, welcome along. What am I doing tonight? We are making money through contracts because we have a pea harvest coming up. I removed the silo already and swapped it for one that holds more than 2 crops. Haven't changed much else though. Just put bale storage where covered bunker is, an extra shed and windmill behind that. Nice. Hey, hi, Kids42, welcome along. You're in the yard next to the fishery. That's nice. I've already rebuilt that one. Although I put a beef shed in there when I meant to put a dairy shed. So I'm probably going to make the farm up at the top of dairy farm. Don't like pea harvest? Pea harvest, I've not got massive fields of peas. And the pea harvest will pay well. And we're going to double crop. So we're going to immediately replant with carrots. Great for a few months at the end of the quickest tour of farmable processes. Yeah. Now, which contract is going to complete first? Have pigs and soon to be cattle. Nice. Like to start to farm on Kinley better. The one at field 100. I like the first one that I've rebuilt. I think is going to be a fantastic farm. I am so looking forward to having a play on that farm, building a farm there. I think that is going to be a lot of fun, that farm. Hey, the British Brit, welcome along. Doing a contractor business we played through on the Alps. Just doing contracts, no teleporting, no borrowed equipment. I like that idea. That's the kind of series I think I'd like to run. There's a couple of series I think would be great to run. I love the idea of doing a contracting series where the entire idea of the series is to earn enough money to buy your own farm. Okay, Mediterranean, Italy, I dare say I like it better than Kinlake. It's a beautiful, beautiful map. Nice. Yeah, I like the idea of a series where I have to build myself up. Can't take a loan, and I have to get I have to start basically with nothing, maybe a truck, and I have to earn enough money to build things up. So the more equipment I can get to do contracts with, the more money I'll make, the better it'll be. Any idea whether year 2 map's going to be? I think it's going to be South America. I think it's going to be a South American map. That's what you're actually doing on Kinlake. I think that's a fantastic idea. I really love that idea. Hey Charles, welcome along. Right, we are already up to 42%. The hoeing is still going. Started with a truck and 10k. Well, here's the thing. My thought would be I'd start with an old truck, a very old truck, and a fishing rod. So the idea would be the truck would be worth about 50 quid. So 50 pounds. And then with the fishing rod, so the idea is that the initial money I make to buy a piece of equipment and start doing contracting would be I'd have to catch some fish. So I'd catch a few fish and hopefully raise enough money to buy a small tractor. And once I've raised enough money to buy a small tractor, I'd then use that tractor and a piece of equipment to start doing contracts. Yeah, fisherman to farmer. Fish to farm. Yeah. And then I'd need to buy somewhere. So I'd need to earn enough money to buy a small plot of land. So whatever map I do, I need to be able to buy a piece of land for like 8 to 10,000 that I can then base myself at. You know, then buy a tractor for about 10, 20,000. You know, and work my way up. Hey, Jonathan, welcome along. If I turn now. Start from scratch with the boat to the fishing rod. No, just a fishing rod. A truck and a fishing rod. Yeah, the trouble is the boat's worth quite a bit of money. No, I think just a fishing rod and an old truck. Second-hand mod on PC, so it's doable for sure. Wish we had that on console. Well, we've got used equipment. We've got used equipment on Cross, so you just need to add in some cheap tractors from the mod hub. Because how much, I mean, what have we got on here? So if we look at our, because I put a load of small tractors on here. So the cheapest tractors, yeah, look at that. So these are on the mod hub. So if you got one of these secondhand, if you put it out in the shop that you wanted a secondhand tractor, and you got one of these old Massey's, you know, you get this. You get this on offer, and you're looking at 10,000 for a little Massey. Then with the little Massey, you maybe get yourself a little cultivator. So where are the cultivators? Or you know, you go, or you get yourself a mower, or you get yourself a bale wrapper, something that can then earn you a bit of money. A mower would probably be a great thing to get with it, and then you go do a mowing contract. You know. I miss the Ford 10 series. And then you build up from there. And so each episode would be basically earning enough money to get the next bit for the farm. Then you could maybe put in a, if your little plot of land has enough space, you could put yourself in a greenhouse, you know? And then maybe a farm stall. You know, then the farm stall becomes useful because you have a greenhouse and you have a farm stall and you have a daily income from the farm stall. And And then you're not just doing contracts to build up your farm, you're doing other stuff to build it up as well. And yeah, I like that idea a lot. I may have to do that on my next map. Because I think very quickly you'd start making enough money to... Oh, we're going to run out. You'd start making enough money to start buying bigger stuff. And it would start to snowball. There we are. We're 82% done. Just a lizard style like, well, yeah, and basically I'd need to go and find an old car. I might be able to find, I've got a Landy, so I could get the old, get the Landy on that, and I might start putting that together. See if I can find the right map to do it on. I'd love to do that on a British map, but I don't think I'm gonna have the, I don't think there's the opportunity to do that really. Tree mod, I quite like the function like greenhouse. I made an orchard. I don't think. Yeah, 61,000 to get a plot of land. I don't think there's a little plot of land anywhere on this map that would do it. Everything I think is too expensive. There's all the little plots. I know 21,000, a little plot of woodland up there. Everywhere else I think would be too expensive. Now, yeah, 400,000, 21,000. That's that entire farm there. Yeah, there's nowhere cheap enough to start because it's all the little plots of land now's the chance for the hoe to catch up. Could do contracting comes from multiple maps. Where am I going? Yeah, this is the wrong direction. Try 99 and 92. Oh, no, it's wrong. 99. 99 is 64,000. 92. 92. 99, 97. 82. Oh, 92 is there. 92 is the entire road system. No, 98. Not 98, but 99. Oh, 99. Where is 99? I can't see what you're buying with 99. Oh, 99 is the road. 99 is, yeah, is the road system. The internal road system here with some land around here. Okay. I think, yeah. A new map would be what I want to do. I was just interested in see if there was anything else. You have to buy land fee. Yeah, which wouldn't be realistic for me. Basically, I'd like a small plot that costs very little. but costs something. And basically, for every day that I don't have my own land, my own place, would be I would have to pay like £300 for a hotel for the night or something like that. I think there is a field leasing mod in 25, yes, but I don't want to make it that easy on myself. That is PC only, yeah. Right, this should be enough to finish this off. Away we go. It's been a fairly decent stream tonight. I'm pleased. I'm very pleased, chat. Like, real lease decision is locked in for... Is it? Oh, that's quite good. Can't just lease it. I would like to see I would like to see a similar sort of thing for purchasers. So farm purchasers are locked in for 12 months as well. Stream schedule for next week. I will be streaming. Actually, what I might do, thinking about it, because I can't head to Birmingham until Wednesday, I might stream Tuesday night next week. So, next stream this week would be Friday, then Sunday, then Tuesday, then Friday, then Sunday. Yeah, I think I might stream Tuesday next week. Yeah, no such thing as leasing for harvest, which is correct. And no such thing as buying for harvest. Do I prefer Hori over Thrustmaster? For Farm Sim, yes. That's partly to do with the way my setup works. Partly to do with the fact that I very much like this Hori side panel. It is brilliant. The Thrustmaster farm stick, I have one on the left hand side. It is very nice, but I love the Hori control panel. Yeah, no way to purchase a field during the lease is good as well. Ooh, that hoeing contract caught up. Sorry, Charles, I don't really play FS19 anymore. I'm enjoying FS25 too much. For PS5, do you think the Thrustmaster would be good? Yeah, I like the I do like the Thrustmaster wheels, Ben. I've got the T248, which is the Xbox version. It is a nice wheel, a very nice wheel. I used it for absolutely ages. And the Thrustmaster joysticks are brilliant. They're absolutely fantastic. Different grass field because it's not uncommon there to be cattle farmers to lease extra grass fields. No, that's true. Contract is done. Got the farm stick for Christmas. Love it. It is awesome. So I've had both the farm stick X and the original farm stick. I love both of them. I'm using the X because the X I can put a really short cable on, which is great for my setup. Right, I'm gonna go down because we want to convoy back with the hoe, really. Oh, actually, did I say that there was another big contract? Let's collect that one. Is there another big fertilizing contract we can do? No, it's not a big fertilizing contract. There's another hoeing contract. Decent mowing contract. I could go and do the mowing contract, actually. Up on 21. That would pay well. We'll come back on the quad and get that. Whoa, there is a car behind me. In real life, all these roadways have gates on them. And the Ford is closed. Can't actually drive down that road. Farm stick is a game changer. The ability to have a joystick for farm sim on console is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But by far super upgrades compared to PC, they both have stick drift in the hat. So bad they're unplayable. Do you know what? I have noticed there's some stick drift in the hat. I have the hat set to do that, and I get some stick drift for opening the I get doors opening, and I think it's actually the twist on these. When you talk about playing other games, what about putting it interesting? That's exactly what I'm going to do, Steam Fab. I will what I'll do is I'll ask people to suggest games that that I might be able that they might like to see me play, and then we'll put them to the vote. Dude, welcome along. Drift in the hat and twist axis. Yeah, mine has a little bit of drift in the twist. It's not a huge amount, but it's enough to notice on one where I have on a piece of equipment where I have the door open, or I have doors that open. So I might have redone the drivers and thermal and everything multiple times. Have you contacted Thrustmaster and gone, hey, I have stick drift in this? Send me a new one, please. I think that's absolutely what I'd do. What other games do you think you're playing? So what are the Fallout games? ETS 2. 7 Days to Die is always on that list. Basically, Satisfactory was a game that, considering there are lots of games that I would be possibly interested in playing if people are interested in seeing me play them. Do I seem like This day and age, you kind of have to. That's the trouble. Right, does this MB track powerful enough to mow with? Notice. 110 horsepower, and my mowers total 70 and 35, which is 105 horsepower. We should have enough power with this MB track to go mow and earn another 9,000. It used to be that if you wanted to get anywhere with a company, you go and moan on went and moan on Twitter. Unfortunately, Twitter's become a cesspit and it's not worth it. Whoa. Press the wrong button. That's how you put a folding mower ad. Oh yeah, we've got reverse drive on this, haven't we? So yeah, we will accept that contract. So we might reverse this mower setup when we get to the field. Unimog should mow well. Yeah, the Unimog mows well. But this, because we can reverse drive this tractor, it's worth taking this down to mow with. But I am going to have to drop the mowers off and switch them around. Or we can go through the farm for this one, can't we? Right. I love the reverse steer on this thing. Pretty amazing. Be right back. I've got a car alarm going off. Okay, and then no. There we go. Perfect. That's folding. Let's unfold. Want to see more Hurlemans on this too. What's the chance I can get my other tractor back to my farm? Whoop. Later, Cher. Thanks for joining us. Keep around the edge of this field for this first cut because that will make things more easy. Then we can just keep going around the field. This is such an odd-shaped field. I do still have roadcraft, yes, Steam fan. I do. very much. So that is where I want to keep the Raftree. This feels so fast in cab. Going for Christmas, but another game on my list. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? I'm just sitting here thinking I would quite like, once I've finished on Kinleg, I'm very tempted to rebuild the yards on here. I think the yards are nice, but I find most of them too big, and I'd like to make them a little more intimate, I think. The other thing is there's a lack of pigs on this map. So yeah, I think I'd like to maybe come on here and rebuild some of the yards, maybe. Now we get to see how accurate I've been. For a Norfolk map, it has 3 things: sugar beet, pigs, and poultry. Yeah. But I don't think there's poultry farm on here either, is there? If I could find the right house, I'd go and rebuild the estate as well. Gaming, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. I mean, even if I don't end games, what I might end up doing is putting some of them in the 24-hour stream. Place to beat bad, built a pig farm in F28 and some heads elsewhere. I mean, for the role play, I rebuilt the main, not the main yard, but the yard on 84. Yeah, it wasn't great down this side. Clean up. Hello, trying to fix 10th, welcome along. Oh god, I missed even more. Jeez. Vader 201, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the BFM. Yeah, I think getting it so the edge is in the middle there, that is the best bet. I am missing so much otherwise. Oh yeah. Look at that. That is appalling. Proper cleanup I'm going to have to do. Halfway through this field. I think Cher's gone to bed when she said good night. They not the clean up to last. We won't have that problem anymore now. Halfway through this field. this little bit up. Multitasking, watching you cast from United on Sky Sport. Last people of injury time. Oh wow. But this is probably the last job I'm going to do on here. It is gone 6:30 in game. It is 10 to 11. Hey JJ Stewart, welcome along. Yeah, 10:50 in the UK at the moment. The turning circle on this reverse drive just makes things so much easier and so much quicker. It turns so tightly. What about a yard build on this map based on what I've seen out? Well, that's what I'm saying is that I'd like to rework one or two of the yards based on real life ones. So a bit tighter. The one I built for the role play I actually really like, and I might rebuild that for a video. Hey Amanda, welcome along. %5 down. Three-quarters of the way there. Gutty out a bit, only getting more pronounced the further I go around now. That's why I was doing nice clean corners. doing that anyway. It's not a time saver. End up having to correct for it way too much. Nearly 90% though. Almost there. Thin slither left. This is going to end up being a nice sort of straight bit field here. Hello. Still not quite thin enough to just go up and down. But it is not a large patch of grass left. Straighten that out a bit. 97%. Another couple of runs and we'll be done. Right, that's all he wants cut, so we'll head back. Let's see if we can get the other tractor back to the farm, whether it complains. Destination. There. Just gone 11 o'clock. No, it can't get back. Okay. I didn't think it would. It's got to get across the river to do it. So we'll have to go out there in the quad quickly and get it. And bring it home. If I can get it to come to Pro Drive Simulator, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the VFN. Can we get it to come to here? No. Okay, no, it just can't get off that field. Farm workers don't like, yeah, they see them as obstacles. That's why I was trying to get it to this side of the, or to the other side of the ford, but it's not doing that either, so. We'll get this back to the farm, park this up, and then we'll head out in the quad and go and grab it. Wait, now get out of the hedge. One reason why I love auto drive. Yeah, Oh, what the heck? No. Hold up, please. That's why I got stuck in the hedge. Rear mower was unfolded. This, to me, should be a driveway leading down to a very impressive house. It's nestled in the trees there, but it's not. That's right. Mojo Lewis, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. There we are, around the edge of the field. That's where the tornado came through. You can see the broken trees there. That's where it went through. This is impressive. I'm liking. I really like this Fiat. This Fiat is a cracking tractor. It just performs so well. It's got just enough horsepower for this hoe, so it's been fine with that, and it just drives brilliantly. I'm very impressed with this. I think we're switching over to some evening sun. We're finishing off 8:30 in the evening. Sometimes you just got to work a little bit later on the farm. Plus, I started 5-10 minutes late tonight. Right. There we go. Just stick the tractor willy-nilly in the shed. Deal with that next time. Heads into the office. And that is where we will finish off for tonight. Right. So, yeah. Pleased with that. We have... oh, actually, no. Before I go... Before I leave that, let's collect on those contracts. Now trying to save. Is it going to fail? It's failed. Right. Let's collect on those contracts. So 14,000 on that. 9,000 on that. That puts us at 75,000. Is that new piece of land territory? Not quite. And we've got the pea harvest coming up. Yeah, growth, we're not there yet. Next month we'll be close. Peas, yeah, we're looking at harvesting peas in July, and we've got an immediate turnaround to plant the carrots. So yeah, plant the carrots and then we'll harvest carrots in November. So yeah, it's going to be a very quick turnaround. Is what it's going to be. But we're looking in fairly good shape. If a planter, a vegetable planter comes along, I'm going to need to grab that, I think. Kind of going to need that. Thank you, Paul. Right, let's see who we can go and raid. Oh, wow. Really? Where are we going tonight then? There is nobody who I follow. Well, let's just have a look at see who's in the same category. Anybody who... Oh, and filter to English, please. English. Otherwise, just not going to get... That's not clicking that. Right. Okay, let's see. No, back. This is messy. Right, let's try again. Crossbow attack, that category. Okay. Somebody has called themselves Daggerwin with a 3. Oh, man. I really want to raid out. Is there anybody I recognize? Anybody who's been in my stream? Anybody who said hi? Hello, Bertil Carlson. Welcome along. Okay, we're not going same category. We're going following instead. I think I'm going to send you over to Truckin' J, who's playing Out of Ore. So go and say hi to him because he's awesome. I will be back on Friday for more Realism Experiment. Probably going to be doing a few more contracts, get that money up so that we can be ready for the peas and maybe expand the farm a little bit. Video wise, next video will probably be Saturday. I'm, as I said, a bit burnt out this week. Have not been able to get anything done. Yeah, next video I think will be Saturday for this week's farm build. But go back and watch some of my older stuff. And yeah, a few thank yous to say. Do we have some thank yous to say tonight? Did we have anybody subscribe or no, we haven't. So no particular thank yous tonight. But I will say a huge thank you to everybody who has watched. Thank you very much for coming along. And yeah, with that, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. If you are over on YouTube, please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Massive thank you to all of my patrons, my YouTube channel members, and my Twitch subscribers. You guys are amazing. Your support not only helps me to make these streams and videos, but it also helps the channel to grow as well. So thank you so much for your support. If you have yet to follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube, please do so you never miss a video or live stream from me, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.